Wondering if I'm the only one that feels this way, but I regret having my kids. I don't regret having my kids, but I regret having my kids. I say that because doing all this stuff by yourself / in separate households, co-parenting with the other parent is terrible. And being a single mom used to be like almost like idolized in a way, like, you know, you're a strong woman, you're doing this by yourself, you're da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, no, none of this parenting shit was meant to be done alone. And I cannot stress that enough. Like, the strain that is on me is like so heavy. Like, it's so hard for me to explain. Like, I'm so tired, like mentally exhausted, not physically but mentally. And my kids are still young. They're only going to get older. They're always going to be my kids. I love them to death. And it came to a point where we realized that we weren't even right for each other. I knew we weren't right for each other, but I still thought that, you know, there's always that chance, right? No. Me personally, I didn't grow up in a one-parent household. I grew up in a two-parent household. My parents were married and are still married to this day. That my kids aren't that way, like, literally breaks me inside every time I think about it. And just thinking from their perspective, you know, having to go from mom's house to dad's house, you know, kind of back and forth like that, not seeing their mom and their dad in the same room, enjoying life together, having those family moments and whatnot. And it took me a while to realize that I couldn't fix it. Like, we're just not a match. And because of that, it makes me feel like shit on the daily. And hence the reason why I say I regret having my kids. I regret having my kids within this circumstance. I don't regret my kids, but hard because sometimes it just feels like no one could ever step in and be that other parent. You know what I mean? So it's like, am I left to do all of these things by myself for forever? Like, being a parent to my children and just all of the things that come with it. You know what I mean? Like, not having that person that, you know, truly understands my kids, because it's just something about when it's your kid, you understand them a little bit differently. Not saying that somebody couldn't come in and do that, but it just seems like a very rare thing. And then for me, just for my sanity, my peace of mind, you know, being able to coordinate with someone in terms of, you know, picking the kids up, making sure dinner is done, the kids had their bath, help with cleaning the house up and things like that. It's like I'm literally doing everything myself, including paying all the bills. Listen. And at the same time, I know I'm not the only one that's in this boat. I know there's a lot of us that are in this boat, but I'm telling you, this boat is ass. So if you don't have kids and you don't have a partner, don't do it.
Parents not realize that having children is a lifestyle choice.
Facts.
Because anytime I see any person talking about their experience as a child-free person, whether that's how they're spending their free time, how they're spending their money, how they are saving their money, I see comments under every single video of parents being like, oh, well, I can't do that because I have to pay for daycare. I can't do that because I have to save for my kid's college fund. I don't have the time to do that because I'm bathing my baby and I'm feeding my baby and I have to do X, Y, or Z for the classroom. Right. That was your choice. You chose to be a parent, and now you are a parent. You make the lifestyle choice to remain child-free. A lot of times you're going to be able to do a lot more with your money and your free time than people who have to take care of human beings. Nobody's making it a big deal when they are talking about, hey, this is what I'm doing with my money, this is what I'm doing with my time, etc. It's just they mention in the video, or they don't mention. Sometimes they don't mention whether or not they have kids, but they're like, here's my budget, and their monthly budget doesn't include daycare and diapers and food and activities for a child. It includes things just for an adult, or it's a couple. And then the comments are just flooded. It's like, You chose to be a parent. Therefore, you do not have the same life experience as two adults or even one adult who is intentionally child-free. Those are both two different lifestyle choices. Therefore, your lives will be different.